So now we are moving to question 2 and we have 16 minutes to tackle this question, right? So given the arithmetic series, determine the value of t9 to 1, and here we have the difference of 5, which is additional, and plus 5 we are going to get 17, right? So I'm just going to write down the equation, which says that Tn a plus and then n minus 1, and then with the difference, right? So we know that we are looking for t9 to 1, which is equals to a will be the first value, which is 7, and then the plus of, and then now n, because this is tn, will be what? 9 to 1 minus 1, and the difference will be 5, right? So then after that, I'm just going to use a calculator and see what we are going to get. And that will be 7 plus, and then 91 minus 1 will give us what? 90, and then we multiply that by 5, and then now we have our value. So this is actually because for us to get this particular value, we know that we now have t91, and we need only 3 minutes to be able to tackle that, and we used how many minutes? 2. And this one is actually equal to what? 457. So the other question, or 2.1.2, says calculate S, or sum of 91 terms. So we will come with the equation as n is equals to n over 2, and then this is to what? To a, then the plus of n minus 1, and then we multiply that by d. So this one here, n will be 91, so that is equals to 91 all over 2, and then into 2 times, remember a will be the first value, which is 7, and then the plus of n, that will be 91 minus 1 into d, and then that will be the difference, right? That will be the difference. So this is equals to, we are going to use our calculator, and then I just want to write this one like this. And then I'm gonna have 2, which is 14 actually. So let me just write that for now. 2 times that will give us 14, and then the plus of 90, and then we know that the number 90 will be multiplied by 5, and then that, right? So let's try to punch that into our calculator and see what we are going to get. So that will be our 91, and then that will be over 2 into bracket 14 times, plus 90, and then with 5, and then we close it, we are going to get this particular value, and our value, or sum of 91 times, will be 21112. So this is our answer there. Going to pause our time. My apologies, I decided to remove the timer because my pen was malfunctioning, but here we are going to calculate the value of n, for which tn is equals to 517, and I'm just going to write my tn, which is equals to a, and then the plus of n minus 1 difference, and then Tn will be 517, which is equals to 7, and then the plus of the value or n that we are actually looking for, and this will be the difference, right? Now we are going to take 7 to the other side, and then 517 minus 7 will give us 510, which is equals to maybe 5n, because we have to multiply in here. So 5n and then minus 5, right? So we are going to take this to the other side, and we are going to get 5. This is what I thought it would be. Okay, 5. So that will be the plus, which is 15. So this plus this will be 15, and then this will be 5, and then this is equals to 5n, and then divide by 5, divide by 5, and then n is equals to the following. So just going to use the calculator, and then that will be 515. Then we divide it by that, and then our value will be 103. So that's it, and let's continue with 2.2. So 2.2 says that the following information is given about a quadratic number pattern, and we have T1 which is equal to 3, and we have T2 minus T1 which is equal to 9. So meaning that T2 is the addition of this, and then T2 will be 12. And then now we have T3 minus T2, which is 21, and then 21 plus 12 will give us 33, and then that will be 33. So this is what we have so far. And also the question says that show that T5 is equal to 111. So here we have T1 and 2 and 3. We need 4 and 5. So we can actually continue with our pattern, and we know that our pattern will be as follows. So here we said this is 33, right? So if this is 33, so it means that our 33 now should be something else. Let's see. Here we have what? We have 21 minus 9, and that will give us 12. And then 12 plus 21 will give us 33. And then 33 plus 33 will give us T4, which is 6, 6. Let's see. So then now we know that this is our constant, and with that we can now tell say 12 plus this will give us 45, and then this is constant, and then the final one will be our 45 plus 66. Let me check. Then that will be 45, the plus of 6, and then boom, that's how we can show that our T5 is equals to 1, 1, 1. So that's how we can be able to show that our T5 is equals to 1, 1, 1. Let me erase the board. So I decided to make sure that I write this in a concise way, and now you can now say that the first difference will be represented by a plus b, then the plus of c, which is equals to 3, right? And then the second difference will definitely go and take a 3a and then plus b, and then this is equals to 9 as the second difference. And then the third will definitely be your 2a, which is equals to 12, right? So with these, we are able to solve our first equation. That will be 2a, which is equals to 12, and then a is equals to 6, right? So with that, we know that we can continue with the other ones. So the other one, now we have a, and the other one will be b, and then 3 into 6 plus b is equal to 9, right? So with that, it means that we can multiply these 6, 6, 12, 6, 18, and then we take this to the other side, minus 9 is equals to, and then this will be minus b, right? So meaning that now our 18 minus 9 will definitely give us a 9, and then which is equals to minus b, and then we multiply that by negative, and then this will be b, which is equals to negative 9. Cool. Now we have a, we have b, and then we are looking for c. And then with c, a plus b plus c is equals to 3. And then a will be 6, and then the plus of b, which is minus 9, and then the plus of c, which is equals to 3. And then with this, we know that this will be negative 3, and then plus c, and then if we take this to the other side, it will be negative 3. Then this will equal 0. And then with that, it means that negative negative will be negative 6, and then we take that to the other side, we are going to have a negative c. Multiply the entire equation with negative, and then c is equals to 6, right? So this is perfect, because according to what I see here, we are able to see that our c is 6, and then our b is negative 9, and then our a will be positive 6. So that's how you can be able to solve for that particular general term, and I hope you do understand it. Now I'll just clear the board. So now the question says that show that the pattern is increasing for all n element of natural numbers. So this means that, or maybe we can actually define the natural numbers. So natural numbers are part of the number system, which includes all the positive integers from 1 till infinity, and are also used for counting purposes, meaning that we are referring to positive numbers only. So with that, we have to get any positive number for what we are looking for in order for us to confirm that the pattern is increasing. So that means that we have to make sure that we show that the pattern is increasing for all the n element of natural numbers. And we'll start by finding the turning point of this particular graph here. And with that, it means that we can drive the equation. T prime n is equals to, and then I'm just going to say 12, and then to the exponent 2 minus 1 minus 9 and 1 minus 1. So the constant, which is plus 6, will definitely be eliminated when you are driving an equation. I hope that you know about that. This will be 12n minus 9 because 1 minus 1 will be 0. Anything to the exponent 0 will give you a 1. So this you can multiply it by 1 to show that you do understand. Then you'll be left with 12n minus 9. Take it to the other side. Then that will be 9, and then 12n divide by 12, divide by 12, and then n is equals to 3 all over 4. So this is actually a positive number of that particular turning point, meaning that n minus 3 all over 4 is greater than 0, and also the pattern is increasing as given. So this is positive, meaning that it is a natural number. And now by finding this turning point, we also know that if n is equal to 3 all over 4 as a positive number, this is our A, this is our B, this is our C. So you can also use your equation that you usually utilize when you are getting your turning point. So that will be something like n, which is equal to what? Negative b all over 2a, and then our a is 6. So which is equals to negative, and then into negative 9, which is our b, all over 2, and then 6. Yeah. And then this is equal to negative times negative would definitely give us a positive, and then all over 12, and then n is equals to 3 all over 4. So it's either you use this formula or you drive the equation, you are going to get the same number. So when you're finding a turning point of this, if you have a graph that says 6x squared minus 9x plus 6, you can drive the equation to get a turning point, or maybe use this particular formula to get a turning point. You will get full marks, right? So if n is actually the element of natural numbers, that means that our equation is increasing. So let's say that this is our turning point. So we know that this guy is actually increasing. That's why I'm saying that, or we're saying that the pattern is increasing for all the n element of natural numbers that are greater than 0, right? So this is how it is. And the reason why the graph is increasing is that if a is positive, that means that the graph is increasing. And then if a is negative, then that means that we are going to get a decreasing graph. So this is positive, and then this is negative. So if a is greater than 0, this is the case, and then if a is less than 0, and then that would definitely be the case. So you should be careful when you're dealing with such questions. And yeah, I just explained it, but you only needed something like this to get your 3 marks. And don't forget to go there and write that Tn is increasing for n element of n, right? So you have to conclude all the time when you are dealing with your questions so that you can get a tick. So there is like 2 ticks for the practical part, and then 1 tick for the conclusion where you say that Tn is increasing for n element of n, and then yeah, that will be the final tick. So yeah, always go through your answer, skip the question that you don't understand, and you'll definitely win at the end.